All right, so welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you are here. I want to get that subscribe push out of the way early in the video. If you could click that subscribe button, if you're not already subscribed, it would mean the world to me. It's free for you, but helps out the channel a ton. I'm gonna talk about subscribers a little bit later in the video because we just hit a milestone. Also, you can become a member of the TrailNewbie channel. If you go to my channel page, take a look down, you'll find that member button. There are various levels of membership. Some are more for sponsors and higher cost and all of that, but the lowest level is $2.99. Now, look, I don't have a Patreon or anything like that, so this is the very best way to support the TrailNewbie channel, to pay for things like gas and all the cost that goes into producing these videos. So today we're headed out to one of my favorite spots, which is Bald Mountain. It's in the Sierra National Forest near Shaver Lake, California, and we're not doing an overnight trip. It's an out and back, but I'm doing this out and back with my buddy Jeremy from Disciple Offroad. You've heard Disciple Offroad on the channel before, you know where. Powered by Disciple Offroad. But you might be asking yourself, what is Disciple Offroad? Disciple Offroad is one of the very best Jeep-specific off-road shops in the Central Valley of California. They focus on Jeeps and Gladiators, and they're based out of the Hanford-Lemoore area. So if you need work done on your Jeep, make sure to check out Disciple Offroad. There it was. All right, we're getting to the trailhead and gonna air down here very, very soon. We're waiting for the rest of the guys to arrive, and we're just gonna have a great day. I know I'm throwing a lot at you right now at the beginning of this video, but there's just so much going on with the TrailNewbie channel right now, and that includes one of the very best TrailNewbie sponsors, Onyx Offroad. Onyx is my go-to for all things off-road mapping. Whether you're researching trails or campsites, recording routes, or using their awesome 3D interface, here I'm looking at Bald Mountain OHV in 3D. This is super fun to use and gives you a really good idea of elevations. Finding a steep elevation drop-off tells you one thing: you've found an epic view. And check out this feature, the Peak Finder. No matter where you are, you can quickly identify peaks around you as you explore. Onyx Offroad is the gold standard. Make sure you use promo code TrailNewbie to get 20% off your first year subscription. Onyx Offroad, go farther. All right, so we got aired down, and just in the nick of time, look who's showing up, the whole Disciple Offroad crew. Let's go say hi to Jeremy, to Chad, and to CJ. Let's check it out. What's going on? How you doing, brother?
What's up, man?
Good to see you. How are you?
What's up, man? Sorry we're taking so long, man.
Oh, you're good. Did you guys air up down the way?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Yeah, right on.
Stopping at B-Rock. We're just stopping all the major obstacles in place.
Awesome. All right, I'll bring up the rear in my rig. All right, so we are at the Green Gate, which is the entrance to the Bald Mountain OHV. As you can see, we have some awesome rigs here. Pretty much everyone's got bigger tires and more beefier suspension than I do, so we'll find out how much trouble I can get myself into. Jeremy up there at the front has just rebuilt his JK. You can watch that on Driving Line, the full rebuild, and this is our first time out on the trail now that his JK has been rebuilt. Gonna go through some major obstacles. Hopefully everything goes well today. Here we go. All right, so we are not taking the easy way up Bald Mountain. Check this out. Check out this rock. I'm gonna pass on this obstacle, but take a peek going straight up this rock. Yeah. All right, so a little bit of an issue here. Chad in his JK, he's having some issues with his four-wheel drive right now, so hopefully he's not gonna have to turn around or anything. Jeremy's checking it out right now, and hopefully we can get get Chad back on the trail. They were able to diagnose the issue and we're off. All right, first bit of an obstacle there. It always looks way easier on film than it is in real life, but so far I'm keeping up with these more well-built rigs. I'm not sure if I've actually been up this way. This is definitely the more challenging way. We're getting after it, that's for sure. All right, so this is called the V-notch, and I've never done it before. We're gonna watch everybody else go up it and then make a call whether I go up it or not. Right now I'm banking on probably not, okay? Now that I look at it. It's pretty intimidating looking when you're on 40s like Jeremy's got here, some awesome trail grapplers and some of these other rigs. I mean, this is baby stuff for them. So we'll see what happens here. What's going on, man? I'm Greg.
Greg, Christian.
Christian?
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet
What's
you.
your name, sir?
This is my son, Levi.
Levi, nice to meet you, man. I'm Christian.
Yeah, man. Right on.
Yeah.
Great
Hey,
to
nice
meet
to
you.
meet you.
Good to meet you.
How are you,
This is
man?
my son,
Yeah,
Levi.
good.
This is fun.
Yeah, this is awesome.
We'll see if my 35s go up this or
It'll
not.
go up it. We'll get you up it.
You-
You got lockers? You're a Rubicon?
Oh yeah,
We'll get you
yeah.
up it.
All right. No issues?
I've gotten a JL on 35s up this.
Okay. So you're saying I'm doing it?
You should.
Yes. All right. All right. I've never done it before.
It's not bad. Just trust the process.
Just trust the flow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't get goosey.
Just gotta crawl it. Just gotta crawl
Yep.
it. All right.
Let the rig work for you.
All right. Well, it sounds like I'm going up the V-Rock or V-notch. Would you call this V-notch or
V-Rock.
V-Rock. We'll see how a rig on 35s can make it up V-Rock. All right, so over my shoulder, you can see Jeremy and Chad, and they are filming for Driving Line. I already mentioned that earlier. Make sure you go check out that build series of Jeremy's rig over here, this awesome JK, and this is its first time. This is like its test out on the trail. So I'm very fortunate to be seeing this all happen and unfold. But a little behind the scenes on content creation over here, you know, a lot of stopping, a lot of filming, a lot of, you know, just taking our time. You're not in a rush. You're really trying to capture what this day is all about. I told the guys I'm gonna go up the V-Rock. I'm still a little nervous about it, but we'll see. We'll see if I give in to peer pressure.
Your driver's not going to go in that crevice. You stay to the right of that.
You stay to the right of that and then you kind of turn up?
Just go straight up.
Oh, straight up.
Straight up.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna watch, you taking the hard line?
I'm going to do this line first.
Okay.
So you can kind of see
Yeah,
what's
let me
gonna
watch that.
Yeah.
And see what.
Locked up, no pressure. Honestly, locked up, you'll crawl this all day long.
All right, man. I trust you.
Yeah.
There's nobody I trust more.
I wouldn't put you in a bad spot. So.
Nobody I trust more than you. You got me into this in the first place. This is like one of the first times we've ever actually been out on the trail.
That's unfortunate, because I know we've been trying for so long. This never happens. But
no joke.
I'll go up the far right side line so you can just see where it goes. And
Okay.
We'll go from there.
All right, man.
So, cool.
Let's get it on. We're coming back around here. Let's check this out. All right, so he's starting up sort of the right side. Oh man, he's just going straight up. Right over that root. That's the key. Okay, so we see the line. That does not look easy, man. Needless to say, I'm a little nervous about this one.
As you can see, you just crawl it.
All right.
Just when I do 2 and 4 low,
Yeah.
smack it in first gear.
Okay.
Transmission automatically defaults
Yeah.
to second gear, so
Okay.
you'll have a lower crawl range.
Yeah.
And just keep it locked up and
just do it.
crawl it. Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna feel weird because it's gonna pick you up and you're just gonna feel front end lift up, but
Okay.
you're just hitting a couple steps at the same time.
Got it.
But you're just crawling. So
I trust you.
You wanna do it
I
right
trust
now?
you. I'll do it right now.
I'll
Let's
do it
rock
right
and
now.
roll. So we're doing it. Probably the most difficult obstacle I've ever done on the channel, and hopefully everything goes well. Here we go. You got live audio here. My lockers are engaged, 4 low. Oh man, this looks so intimidating. Hitting the first shelf and hoping my bumper clears. Made it. I'm just seeing the sky. Bringing up the rear. Don't scrape, don't scrape. And I think straight up. Straight up. Straight money. Dude, look at the best spotter in the world. Hopefully it doesn't turn into that tree. It's a pretty tight little spot here, that's for sure.
Okay, hey, you're on it. So, hey, just see what happens. See if it climbs. You're like a foot, 6 inches, go. Keep it.
There he goes. There he goes. All right, bro. How did that make you feel?
Man, I gotta say, man, I am super stoked with this Jeep so far. It's just working. It's just making life so easy. I mean, it's just almost effortless, man. It's just been working so well. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving this thing so far.
Awesome.
So
we got
all the late nights and sweat and
you're no joke.
Stress.
We got some more obstacles up ahead of us, I'm sure.
We have a lot more to do. So yeah. So again, but that's what's fun about Bald though. It's all optional. Like this is, you don't have to do any of these. So yeah, but we do have some optional ones coming up. We're gonna go down Hollywood Hill, which is a big steep decline, and then hit a old riverbed.
Awesome. So, let's rock and roll.
Let's do it.
So I want to take a quick break from the video to tell you about a product that got sent out to me by Allpowers, and it's the Allpowers R2500 portable power station. Now this is a big boy. It can actually also be used as a backup for your home. It has 2016 watt hours, and man, just take a look at how, wait a second, let me go grab it. Sorry about that. Oh. This is the big boy. I think it weighs right at about 62 pounds. I will put the actual weight down here below. But let's get into not just this power station, but also an incredible 600 watt solar panel that Allpowers sent out to me as well. Hang on just a sec. And look at that. Look at how big this is. Let me get everything laid out here, and then we'll start talking about it. It has a massive capacity, 2016 watt hours, but in addition to that, it has a 2500 watt pure sine wave inverter that can go to 4,000 watt peak. Honestly, I've never come across one that goes to 4,000 watts on peak. You can run basically anything off of this. Now for input, you can actually have a maximum of 2,000 watts on input when you are charging off of solar and AC at the same time. So you can actually charge this thing up pretty quick. It's also good for home backup, and it has a 15 millisecond, I think it's uninterruptible home backup UPS. So basically, power goes out, this thing kicks on right away, and you barely would notice that the power on your home even went out. Has a LiFePO4 battery, which has really become the standard. It's the safest type of battery out there, and in this case has 3,500 charge cycles. All right, let's get into the outputs here. USB-C, which is really becoming the standard in phones and everything, both at 100 watts, and then some USB-A's at 18 watts, USB-A's at 12 watts. Turn it on here, you see the full display. Right now we're at 100%. Up here, your typical, I call it a car charger, DC output. It's nice to have these little rubber covers. Keeps it out of the elements if it were wet, raining, etc. Protects all of your ports here. And then underneath, let's pull this off. There are two 12-volt DC outputs there. And moving down here to our AC output, let's look along here. There's your typical house outlets, max 20 amp, and you have a couple more here. But what's this here in the middle? If you've seen that before, that is typically what you see for running like a dryer. And believe it or not, you could run a dryer off of this power station. You don't see this thing too often, and again, that's why it is potentially also for a home backup. One, you could run it and charge it with solar. If the power was out at your house or at your cabin, you could have the solar filling this up and then this tied into your house to give you power to your entire house. Down here, we have the solar panel. I'm gonna fold that out really quick. Let's take a look at it. Again, it's 600 watts. Probably one of the bigger solar panels you're ever gonna wanna take out on an overlanding trip. But if you need to charge things up fast, this is gonna do the job for you. Now, I've never opened this thing up yet. We're about to find out together. Oh my gosh. Look at how big this solar panel is. Fold this all the way out. This thing is a beast. Check this thing out. 600 watts. Now, it doesn't have any legs on the back or anything like that. This is meant more for laying out flat on the ground. If you're looking for the big boy, look no further than the All Powers. I'm gonna put the actual model name of it right here. Now let's talk price. So the solar panel by itself is $649. The power station by itself is $999. But if you buy the two together, they give you a discount and the price for the combo is $1579. Now, even better, if you use the promo code TrailNewbie, you're gonna get another 10% off. That 10% off is gonna bring the combo price down to $1421. That is an incredible price for this type of combo set. This All Powers, I believe, is gonna be my go-to power station on the channel, up there on the back shelf in my Jeep on every future video that you see. So keep an eye out for it. All the links will be down in the description for you. posting up right now over at this old riverbed, which I'm not gonna do. But we are gonna see some of the rigs go through, so I'll try to get some good vantage points for that. So Jeremy's gonna go first. Let's check it out. All right, so I will not be trying the riverbed. That is next level. In my opinion, you certainly need 40s. You certainly need, I'd say, at least 4.5 inch-ish lift. And that's not me. So I'm gonna put the newbie in TrailNewbie and take the bypass on this one.
You know this video is not my normal style because I've got tons and tons of rock crawling fun, and we're not done yet. While the journey today was tons of fun, we are so lucky to have an epic destination ahead of us, Bald Mountain.
right, so we made it to the top of Bald Mountain. Now, Jeremy, you were the first phone call I ever made when I bought my Jeep, and I said, what do I need to do to my Jeep in order to get up here? But something really awesome has happened in the last week, and that is on YouTube, we've hit 20,000 subscribers.
That's awesome.
And you have no idea how much of that I blame on this guy right here. So thank you so much.
Man.
Yeah, no, I
That's awesome.
appreciate it, man. So you're finishing up your driving line series, right?
Yes,
With
yes.
this trip right here, getting your Jeep out on the trail. How has that series been?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been a lot of stress, a lot of hours. It's definitely put us through the ringer, but you know what? Coming out here and actually driving it, putting it to use, and just, I'm sure you can see my smiles all day.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes up for all the hard work,
Yeah,
for sure.
man.
And of course, it was a team effort, man. I can't thank John and Chad and Fred. These guys, came through and really helped us out and just really made this possible. But it's a ton of fun. I mean, I can't, the Jeep has performed great. I've had such a fun time in it, and I mean, I'm stoked at how it came out. So,
Yeah, man.
and of course, I mean, we're just here rock crawling today, but we
Yep.
still have our desert testing to do. So,
Nice.
of course, being an Ultra 4 inspired car, so we're doing the crawling today, and hopefully get out to the desert very, very soon.
Hey,
So,
it's been awesome hanging out with you
absolutely.
today.
No, thanks for
and
coming along.
yeah, absolutely.
Congrats on the followers and the success.
Hey, appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you've made it this far, thank you so much. And if you're looking for more adventures, check out one of these.